Hey guys, it's TRAFFICONS, and today I'll be talking about the Mustang GTD. So recently, as you guys heard, the Mustang GTD has completed a sub 7-minute lap time on a Nürburgring lap. This puts it in probably 17 to 18 place for a factory production car. Honestly, I am very proud that Ford is still competing in the Nürburgring lap times. Today, with a lot of cars going EV, you don't see too much of a lot of, especially American car brands, competing and developing a race car that basically competes with a lot of German cars. So a lot of its competition is the Porsche. I'm a big LS and Porsche fanboy, but the work that the Ford Mustang and Ford company itself is doing to produce a vehicle of this stature, and basically on its first time around, especially not in like the best conditions, as you can see in the video, the sun isn't out, the road isn't warm, the roads were kind of damp, and there was a little bit of issues on track earlier from my understanding. But with that being said, for them to still be able to, like, on their first go around, like first run attempt, to get sub 7 minutes is honestly astonishing. There's a lot of questions that transpire from this. So this Ford Mustang is a 8-speed DCT with approximately 815 horsepower. For the recent releases of cars that are supposed to be coming out soon, like the Corvette C8 ZR1 and things like that, I wonder how is that going to compete for, especially for its first time out, because I certainly believe that the Ford Mustang GTD can go a lot faster than what it did. I think for its first time around, it did very, very good, especially on like sub-wet roads. I think on the best conditions, it could probably drop between 3 seconds, and that would put it in a lot more competing territory. But you got to remember that this is the first iteration compared to like some of the Porsches with the Y-Tech package and some other performance packages themselves. But I genuinely believe that this car is honestly great. Another thing that I dislike about obviously icon cars like this being produced is that it's not going to be able to be made for the public. There are only going to be a handful of these cars, and this car does start at $300,000+. What does this mean? This means that this car will definitely fall into the lines of rare Mustangs, honestly. Like, the rare Mustangs are going to be the Ford Mustang GTD is what I'm saying is like it is going to be considered a rare Mustang as time progresses. I'm happy during my lifetime, at least, I wasn't able to see the development of the Cobra SVT and other cars like the Shelby GT500 Fastback, but being able to see the development and the growth of this Ford Mustang GTD, especially in a time like this where a lot of automotive car makers are switching away from this and setting new records. I feel like Ford is basically the new Dodge. Like, Dodge used to throw everything they have at it, throwing the biggest, the baddest, lighting the tires up, cars like the Viper and stuff like that. And you can see the Dodge Dodge company, the Stellantis, is slowly going away, and Ford is emerging. It sucks to see Chevy throw the Camaro away, and especially with its legacy and stuff like that. Hopefully with the C8 ZR1, they commit to basically supercar territory and being able to compete with the 911 GT3s and GT3 RSs. Because as of right now, in my opinion, for a Ford Mustang, the only muscle car being left and still standing with us today, it is doing an astonishing job, as you can see here in the videos, and it's currently at 3 minutes and 46 seconds. But yeah, all I'm trying to say is the Ford Mustang is a great car. The C8 ZR1 is going to be very interesting, especially for its first time out. Another thing that I also definitely considered and thought about is, will there ever be like a second iteration of this vehicle? Because obviously, like, as an engineer, you obviously understand that things go through stages and developments and things like that. The Ford Mustang GTD, in my personal belief, I don't think this is going to be the only car. I feel like this may be the baseline, because as we've seen throughout the years, the Mustang GT500, when that first came out, especially with the DTD, it shook a lot, because to this day, that 760 horsepower Shelby GT500 is a road beast. Honestly, that car will kill anything in traffic, and I genuinely believe that car is too much for the average person to handle. The Ford Mustang GTD is that, but on steroids. But deep down inside, if I were an auto manufacturer, I think I would have something in the back storage that will completely obliterate this car, probably in the future or going for future development. Because with cars like the Ford GT and its evolution, and seeing what Ford was able to do and develop, especially in their factory, and hearing cars of the Factory 5 Camaro, not the Factory 5, but the Camaro that competed in the 24-hour Le Mans, from that car being able to be converted from a NASCAR to a track car in that instant of moment and being able to compete, especially with its aerodynamics and capabilities, I think a company as large as Ford will be able to develop something way faster, and it's only time to tell, honestly. Because especially if Chevy comes out and destroys this time or does way better with the chassis platform that's been out for a while and just been a little bit R&D, especially when the Corvette E-Ray comes out, I think they're going to come out with a faster version of this, in my personal belief, like a GTD2 or a GTDR, or like something like a race. Like, I genuinely believe that this isn't everything up Ford's sleeve, especially with the performance out there, especially with it being so well and so good. I definitely deep down inside think that there's going to be something else. And so far, I think that is all for today, guys. That's just my little 2 cents on the topic. A lot of people also left their reviews. I wonder what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Please let me know. If you like the setup, this is our new series setup for Let's Talk About Cars. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys for coming and tuning in today. Thank you.